For more than 3 decades, the world viewed Jeremy Clarkson as a man who simply could not be broken. We watched him walk away from violent, high-speed impacts. We saw him survive extreme hostile environments across the globe. He became the definition of an unshakable, larger-than-life force. To his audience, he was invincible. But behind the scenes, away from the cameras and the roar of the engines, a silent, dual-front medical crisis was quietly developing. A crisis that would ultimately bring this towering figure closer to the edge than anyone ever realized. Yet, the heart crisis was only the prelude. As production pushed forward into the next phase of his farming journey, a far deeper, more insidious threat was uncovered during a routine, mandatory health screening. In May 2025, the bombshell dropped. Jeremy was officially diagnosed with prostate cancer. What made the news profoundly alarming was the nature of the disease. The biopsy reports indicated an aggressive, fast-moving strain. This wasn't a condition that could be monitored safely over years. It required immediate, decisive intervention. For a man who built his entire life on control and defiance, he was suddenly forced to confront a silent, internal predator. The news was kept under absolute secrecy. Behind the humor, the chaotic crop failures, and the daily demands of the land, Jeremy was quietly preparing for the fight of his life.
In August 2025, the medical strategy was put into action. Rather than opting for traditional, highly invasive surgery that carried prolonged recovery times, Jeremy and his medical team chose an advanced, cutting-edge procedure: high-intensity focused ultrasound, commonly known as HIFU. The science behind the procedure is staggering. It utilizes highly concentrated sound waves focused with microscopic precision to heat and destroy targeted cancer cells without a single surgical incision. Over the course of several hours, the advanced system did its work, successfully obliterating roughly 10% of the affected tissue. The procedure was a technical triumph, offering a vital lifeline while minimizing the immense toll on his body.
But the human body is a complex, fragile ecosystem, and when two major medical crises collide, the results can be volatile. Shortly after the ultrasound procedure, a severe, unexpected conflict emerged between Jeremy's dual treatment paths. To protect his newly stented heart, he had been prescribed heavy blood thinners. However, these same medications drastically interfered with his body's ability to heal from the cancer treatment. In the dead of night, the conflict escalated into a life-threatening emergency. Jeremy suffered a massive internal hemorrhage. He was rushed back to the hospital in critical condition, bleeding heavily from the inside. It was a terrifying, delicate balancing act for the surgeons. They had to stop the internal bleeding without causing a sudden fatal blood clot in his heart. For hours, his life hung in a precarious balance, a grim reminder of just how thin the line truly is.
But Jeremy Clarkson survived once more. Through sheer resilience, brilliant medical intervention, and strict recovery protocols, the crisis was stabilized. Following months of intense anxiety, follow-up scans, and exhaustive blood tests, the ultimate verdict finally arrived. Jeremy was officially declared to be in full remission. The shadow that had loomed over his life for nearly a year had finally lifted. Rather than retreating into private comfort, Jeremy chose to use his massive global platform for a vital mission. He went public with his journey in the Sunday Times, speaking openly, candidly, and with characteristic wit about his experience. His goal was simple: to urge men everywhere to cast aside their pride and get tested early. A direct message that will undoubtedly save lives.
To be honest, men die every year in the UK from prostate cancer. Don't be one of them. Get tested.
Today, the Invincible Man is back where he belongs. Production is currently moving full steam ahead on Season 6 of Clarkson's Farm. The humor, the grit, and the unfiltered look at British agriculture are all returning. But the man steering the tractor is fundamentally changed. He has looked directly into the abyss of his own mortality, and he has walked back out. Jeremy Clarkson proved that true strength isn't about being bulletproof. It's about facing the storm, taking the hit,
and continuing to push forward. If you found value in this incredible story of survival, please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications. Thank you for watching, and we will see you in the next chapter.